Hey everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Punchboard Parade. This is the show where members of the Punchboard Media network and content creators come together to talk about a shared topic. Now this month, the topic we're going to be talking about is hidden gems. What are those games that don't get talked about as much, but we really enjoy? Either they're not from a very popular publisher, or maybe they are from a very popular publisher, but they're just a game that for whatever reason just didn't get as much buzz as maybe another game by that same company. And this is actually a case for me, which my kind of hidden gem is Bloodborne, the card game from, actually this is a Cool Mini or Not version. So this game came out, I want to say it was 2016, but it could be, yeah. So 2016, this is actually an Eric Lang game. So I'll actually start out by saying I don't have any attachment to the Bloodborne series of video games. I've never played one, ever. But I just happened to be at Gen Con and I saw Eric Lang teaching it, and I was trying to get like all the ribbons that CMON usually does. So I sat down and actually got taught the game from Eric Lang. And I really enjoyed it then, and I still really enjoy it. It's in one of my top 10, or at least is kind of like right there in like the 11, like 9 to 12 range, always seems to fall. And what Bloodborne, the card game, is you have a stack of monsters basically, and each round everyone has, you start off with the same hand of cards, same kind of weapons, and each round everyone plays a card, and you're trying to deal damage to the monster. However, you want to be the one that actually kills the monster to do that final blow. However, there's also a push your luck aspect, because if you wait too long before you heal, then the monster might deal too much damage and kill you, and you don't get anything for the round. But everybody that participated, when the monster actually got killed, gets to upgrade their hand of cards with new cards. And then after a while, you have to refresh to get all your cards back up and to play it again. So it combines a lot of different aspects. And for whatever reason, I haven't heard as many people talk about it. For me, this is like friends of mine that aren't as big gamers, but they're people that like the game Munchkin. This is the game that I try and get them to play, because it has a lot of those same feelings where you're like going through trying to kill the monsters. There's some stabbing in the back where it's like, I'm gonna play this card that's gonna deal double damage to everybody else, so everybody else gets knocked out, and just I get all the stuff to upgrade my hand and that sort of thing. So it has a lot of elements like that. So this is kind of like the step up when I have friends that have played Munchkin and enjoy Munchkin, and they're getting tired of Munchkin for the obvious reasons, and they want something with a similar feel than that. Then Bloodborne, the card game, is one of my hidden gems, and it's a game that I love to show to those people. So that's my hidden gem. Let's see what everybody else has to say.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Punchboard Parade. This is Eric Buscemi, aka the Cardboard Horde, and this week, or this month as it were, we are talking about hidden gem games. Now there's a lot of different ways that you could define a hidden gem, but we're just kind of going with a loose definition. But before I get into the one game I'm going to talk about, I have a few, we'll say, runners-up. One of them is Asperium, which is a very interesting take on worker placement. And that's an older title, as is Ispahan. And that's an area control game. And those are both older games that they're both available online to play. And I think that's given them some legs and some life. But I think they could both use fancy new additions. Well, not fancy. No, that's the wrong word. I think they could use new additions to bring in even more players, as those designs really hold up. There's also been some more recent titles that I am in love with that I don't feel have gotten enough credit. One of them is 10-Minute Heist, The Wizard's Tower from Daily Magic. Another one of them is the game Fantasy Realms from WizKids, which is almost a rummy style game that has the misfortune of having some hideous artwork. So that one I'd like to see a new design with some new artwork and graphic design. It looks like it's a much older game than it is. Looks like it's from the 1990s, but it's from maybe 2 years ago, possibly 3. Anyhow, the game I want to talk about as possibly my favorite hidden gem recently is the game Rome, and you gotta love that artwork. It's a Red Raven game, if you couldn't tell from the artwork. It's designed by Ryan Lockett with art by Ryan Lockett, as as the Red Raven games always are. And this is another little area control game. It came out last year, and it didn't get a lot of fanfare, to be honest, which is a shame because I think it's an exceptional game, and it's beautiful. It's not difficult to learn, and it even has 2 ways you could play: a simple mode and an advanced mode. But the simple mode is great, and the advanced mode adds these little artifacts which give you one little other thing to fight over, which are also very, very fun to play with, and they can give you some little game-breaking abilities, which is great. And the game plays 2 to 4 players. Now, I want to give you the caveat that I've only played it with 2 players. So now you could say, Eric, how can you recommend this game? You haven't even tried it at all. The player counts. And I could say, if this game only played 2 players, if it was a 2-player only game, like Targi, 7 Wonders, Duel, a million other games I have on my 2-player shelf, I would still recommend it just as highly. This game is that good at 2 players. Time is being what they are. I'm not getting 4 players to the table often right now, so I can't report how it plays at 4 players. I imagine it would be a little more chaotic, but also it's an area control game, so I can't see that it would be a bad thing to add players to it, other than having a little more downtime between turns, obviously. So that's my pick. That's Rome from Red Raven Games, designed by Ryan Lockett. And I will note one final little thing about it is that Red Raven does a phenomenal job promoting their big box games, from Above and Below to Near and Far. Most recently with Sleeping Gods, they have these huge campaigns. Everyone is all in on them, but they've also put out some smaller box games, such as Rome, and earlier, probably 5 years ago now, a game called Artifacts Inc. Now, I love Artifacts Inc. I'll be the first to admit it's not a perfect game, and it's a little rough around the edges. I know that Red Raven Games has made second editions of some of their games, like City of Iron and Empires of the Void. I would love to see a second edition of Artifacts Inc. I think that game could use a little smoothing around the edges. And again, I think it's an amazing game that also doesn't get discussed a lot. So there you go. There are some hidden gem thoughts from me, from older games like Ispahan from back in 2007 and Spirium from 2013, to some more recent titles, 10 Minute Heist, Fantasy Realms, Rome, and bonus Artifacts Inc. So there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments of my picks, and I would love to hear yours. Have a good one.
Hola amigos, soy el Dog Logan. Es en inglés, perdón. Hi, my name is Oscar Gonzalez, el Dog Logan. I'm from Monterrey, Mexico, and we were told to show you a hidden gem, a board game that is a hidden gem. So that is why I am showing you Burger Boss. I mean, this is a hidden gem, at least for me, because of what awesome it is. It's a burger, man. So you have a burger where you will have your dice. So it's kind of a dice placing, worker placement, where you have to be building your burgers, and then you sell your burgers and you get money for it, as expected. So you can be Burger Prince, You can be Great Burger. You can also be McDowell's. So you can be different kind of burger establishments. You will be creating your burgers, and you will also be selling those to a number of different customers. They want a specific kind of burger, a double meat, double cheese, you know, what all people want. So they will move in a track where the first one online is the most hungry. So you are trying to sell to the people that will give you the most money. So it's a great game. Burger Boss is like maybe 2016, 2014, I don't know. It's great. I mean, this box, even if it doesn't fit, I just put it in its box and that's it. It's great, it's fantastic, it's easy to learn. And I don't know, I love that it has a great package where to play it. And you can bring it everywhere, and since it's good plastic, you don't have to worry about it. So, this is Burger Boss. I am El Dog Logan. I'm part of the Punchboard Media. If you want to see my content, go to El Dog Logan in Twitter, El Dog Logan in YouTube, and Facebook, El Dog Logan, but my content is in Spanish. When I write, I do a 50-50 kind of thing, so you can read the review in English and also in Spanish if you want. So you can learn a little something. So, this is me, El Dog Logan. Thank you for the invitation. This was Burger Boss. And have a good day. See ya.
Hey friends, this is Patrick Hillier from What Did You Play This Week? Also Patrick and Eric in the Morning. And I write stuff on Punchboard Media, of course. My hidden gem is Get Bit, a 2007 release by Dave Chucker. It is $23.41 on Board Game Geek. This is a family favorite of ours. It's kind of a push your luck with a little bit of getting the head of your other players. It is quite simple. You have a hand of cards, numbered 1 through 7, depending on how many players you have, and everyone has a player of their color, and they have 2 arms and 2 legs that can represent how many times they can get bit, and there is a shark. This is the deluxe version. There are other versions that have less simple parts, but this is the basic version that I would recommend you get. And everyone puts their pirates in a line, and then the shark is going to eat the last guy in the line. But the first thing you get to do is you get to play a numbered card, and the cards that are flipped over in order, and then the pirates move to the front of the line based on the card numbers. But if Eric plays a 3 and I play a 3, then we cancel each other out and nobody moves, and then I might end up at the end of the line. The shark eats me, and I get to rip off my leg, and once I don't have any body parts left, I'm out of the game. Now it is hidden or player elimination, which is kind of a bummer, but it's such a short game that it really doesn't matter. It's just a good time, and it plays, like I said, it plays pretty quick, and it's pretty silly with the pieces. We've even upgraded ours with these little cocktail sabers for our pirates to hold while they're sitting in the line trying to fight off the shark. Since this is a beer and pretzel game, you can also make it a beer and cocktails game. So go out and see if you can find it and give it a try. I'm pretty sure you can still find it in quaint game stores or track down a used copy. That's Get Bit Deluxe. This is Patrick Hillier. You can talk to me about it on Twitter at @OverTheHillier.
Board Gamers, BJ from Board Game Gumbo here to talk about hidden gems. And one of my favorite games of all time is truly a hidden gem. It's called New Bedford, published in 2016, designed by Nat Levan, and published by Dice Hate Me / Greater Than Games. What is New Bedford? Well, it's got 2 of my favorite mechanics. It's got town building, where you're laying out tiles in the the 18th century New Bedford area, and also worker placement. And you only have 2 workers during the game. Plays up to 5. And one of the other beautiful parts is it's a 1-hour wonder. You're going to finish the game from start to setup in about an hour. So why do I like this game so much? Well, number one, it's got that tight economy and worker placement. With only 2 workers, you really have to manage what you're going to do during the 12 rounds of the game. I love the tile building. Anytime you can get me excited about a game, I'm going to get excited about building out tiles in a city, and it's fun to watch the city grow out. Each one of those tiles is a different action or maybe some victory points that you can score. And it got that juicy decision. Am I going to build a tile for myself, something I really want to play with my engine and to help me get victory points? Or am I going to build a building that I think other players are going to want to use? Why is that? Even though it might be a little bit more expensive, because they will have to pay me money to come use those buildings. So you got that juicy decision to make during the game. The other thing I like is Nat tried to make this game a little bit historically accurate for the time period. Back then, whaling was important to the economy, but eventually overfishing led to the decline of the species. So how did he do that in the game? Early in the game, when you send out your boats, which cost money, of course, you're going to see the whale tiles come out pretty frequently. But as the game progresses, the more that the players whale, the less those tiles come out, and it's harder and harder to score points. Like I said, it's hidden. You don't see a lot of people talking about it anymore. It's got a great expansion, and it's got beautiful cover art by Nolan Nasser. It's one of my favorite games of all time, definitely in my top 20. It's a hidden gem, and it's called New Bedford from Dice Hate Me Games. Until next time, laissez les bon temps rouler.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Punchboard Parade. Last time we did a contest, and Rusted Beetle, you have won the copy of Big Easy Busking. So send me an email, chris@boardsandswords.com, and I'll get your information over to them. This time, I'm going to be a little bit more general so that international people in other places and do a $20 gift certificate to a place of your choice, whether it be Amazon, Board Game Bliss, Cool Stuff Inc., Miniature Market, wherever. We'll send you a $20 gift certificate so you can find your next hidden gem. All you have to do to enter is to leave a comment below. We'd also really appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel so you get notified when the next video comes out. Anyways, thanks to all our contributors who took time out to make content for this video. If you have any thoughts or suggestions about what else you'd like to see us talk about, that's something you can put down in the comments below. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next month.